Okay, so in this video, what I'm going to do is show you how to run a Mann Whitney U given the data that is presented in Canvas. So the two columns we're going to look at is group and balance rank. Let me spread that out. There we go. So if you go here to variable view, you will notice that I've set up a group variable, and you'll notice that I've defined those groups by saying 1 is representing gymnasts and 2 is representing pole vaulters. And then I've also put a variable called balance rank. Notice that both of my variables here I'm listing as ordinal data. So if I go back to my data view, now you can see that I've got groups and I've got my balance rank, and this is the same data that you guys are seeing. So if I wanted to check this, again, I could click on this one right here and it tells me, oh, okay, 3 is associated with the gymnast and so forth, okay? So we're going to run a Mann Whitney U, which is a non-parametric stat. So we're comparing the rankings of the gymnast and the pole vaulters. So we're going to go up here to analyze. We are going to go down to non-parametric tests, and we're going to do independent samples. And you're going to get this screen. So it defaults, it's going to basically ask you how you want to configure your settings. So on this screen, I want you to go up here to fields, and your test field is your rank. All right, my balance rank. And notice this is a little different from the previous test because it's going to ask you for a grouping variable, and we called it group. And I'm going to move my groups over there. So it's going to compare these two groups. So remember, this is analogous to an independent samples t-test, which means there's only two groups. All right, so we've got our balance, which is what we are going to be looking at. And then we're going to go up here to settings, and we're going to customize our test, and we're going to select a Mann Whitney U. So once we've selected that, we can click run, and our data is going to show up right here. And on the next presentation, if you double click this, which I'll do that here in a moment, you can look a little bit more in depth. But right now we're looking at our significance value, and again, this value is greater than 0.05. So in essence, we're saying we're going to retain, it tells you, it says retain the null hypothesis. And our null hypothesis was that balance between pole vaulters and gymnast was no different. And our null hypothesis has found that because this is not significant. In other words, there's not a significant difference in the rankings between those who are pole vaulters and those who are gymnasts. So if I double clicked on the screen, it's going to open this window, and it gives you a little bit more information. In my next presentation, I talk a little bit about those. So we've answered the question, we've answered the research question that there is no significant difference in rankings between gymnast and non-gymnast. So and pole vaulters. So if here you've got a mean rank of 10.55 and a mean rank of 14.63, and my statistic is basically telling me that there's not a difference in the rankings between these two. So in essence, they're the same.